Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving deep into a YouTube video.
Okay.
It's called Muscle Knows No Age.
Mm.
It's a 15-minute workout with Barbara O'Neill,
Right.
and it's from the Living Springs Retreat channel. We find out why muscle truly knows no age.
Yeah, this is a really interesting one. It's amazing how we often think that fitness is just for young people.
Right.
And this video challenges that idea.
Yeah.
We're going to look at a type of exercise called high-intensity interval training,
Okay.
or HIIT. And it's really for anyone, no matter your age or your fitness level.
Yeah. Barbara O'Neill tells a story about two 80-year-old women in this video.
Oh, yeah.
One is struggling just to get around. The other one is fit, and she even has visible abs.
It's a really stark contrast.
It is.
It just goes to show that age doesn't have to dictate your fitness level.
Yeah, for sure.
This deep dive isn't about, turning you into an athlete overnight or anything.
No.
It's about those simple changes you can make.
That can make a world of difference for your health and well-being.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Okay.
O'Neill talks about her own life and how she realized that being busy doesn't automatically equal being fit.
Right.
Remember that funny story she tells about the walk with her friend in New Zealand?
Oh, yeah. It's so relatable.
Yeah.
We kind of trick ourselves into thinking we're being active enough
Yeah.
just by going about our day.
Right.
But what we really need is to be intentional about exercise.
Yes.
To really get the benefits.
Okay, so what's the secret to getting fit in just 15 minutes?
Huh?
O'Neill talks about this idea of HIIT.
Right.
So what exactly is HIIT and how does it work?
So HIIT is where you switch back and forth between these short bursts of really intense exercise and periods of recovery.
Okay.
You can think of it like sprinting
Okay.
as fast as you can for 30 seconds.
Got it.
And then, taking a break to catch your breath for 90 seconds.
Okay.
This kind of training actually has a really interesting history.
Oh, yeah. It goes back to pre-war German trainers.
Wow.
And then later, this Japanese trainer named Tabata,
Okay.
he used it with Olympic athletes
Wow.
to give them a competitive edge.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, so it's been around for a while.
It sounds pretty intense, though.
Yeah, it can be.
Is HIIT safe for everyone?
It absolutely can be when done correctly.
Okay.
There's a physician and author named Dr. Doug McGuff,
Okay.
and he's done a lot of research on HIIT,
Uh-huh.
and he suggests this specific protocol,
Okay.
30 seconds of high intensity,
Okay.
and then 90 seconds of recovery.
Right.
And you repeat that 6 times.
Okay. So when we say high intensity,
Right.
what does that really mean?
It's relative.
Okay.
It's all about pushing yourself to your personal limit.
Got it.
So that could be running or swimming or even just walking uphill.
So it can be adapted for, all different types of fitness levels and abilities?
Exactly. That's the key.
Yeah.
Adapting it to what works for you.
Okay. So it sounds like it's all about adapting it to your own fitness level.
Right.
Why is HIIT so effective, though? What's actually happening in our bodies when we're working out like this?
Let's take a look inside your cells.
Okay.
HIIT works because it uses both your anaerobic and aerobic energy systems.
Okay.
Imagine your body has these 2 fuel tanks.
Okay, 2 fuel tanks.
Yeah. The anaerobic system, it's like this small, quick access tank for bursts of energy.
Okay.
And then you have the aerobic system,
Right.
which is the bigger tank. That's for those longer efforts.
Okay, so I'm following so far. 2 fuel tanks.
Right.
How does HIIT actually use these 2 systems?
So during those intense 30-second bursts, your body's relying on that anaerobic system.
Yeah.
And then in that 90-second recovery,
Right.
you switch over to the aerobic system.
Got it.
But here's the really interesting part.
Okay.
During recovery,
Yeah.
your body's still burning just as much fuel
Oh, wow.
as it did during those intense bursts.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That's incredible.
And that's not all.
Okay.
This back and forth between the 2 systems, it helps to prevent lactic acid buildup,
Right.
which is what makes your muscles feel sore after a workout.
So HIIT helps us burn more fuel
Right.
and prevents us from getting sore.
Yeah.
This is sounding better and better.
Right. But there's even more.
Oh, wow.
HIIT also triggers the release of something called human growth hormone,
Okay.
or HGH.
Okay.
And get this, it stays active in your body for 24 hours.
HGH. I'm really interested to learn more about this.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So HGH is super important when we're young for growth.
Right.
But as we get older, our production of it naturally declines. But what's really cool is HIIT can actually help to stimulate that release again.
So we're talking about a hormone that helps us to grow and to regenerate.
Exactly.
So what are the benefits then of having more HGH in our system as adults?
Well, there are a few key benefits. First, HGH activates this enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase.
Okay.
And that helps break down fat cells.
So HGH is helping us burn fat during our workout, after our workout.
Right.
And then HGH comes along and helps us burn even more fat.
Exactly.
Like a double whammy.
It is.
Are there other benefits as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
HGH enhances protein processing, which is essential for building and repairing muscle.
Right.
It improves circulation to your skin, which contributes to that youthful glow.
Yeah.
And it even increases energy levels, giving you that lasting vitality throughout the day.
I'm seeing why they call this a fountain of youth workout now.
Yeah.
It's amazing that these short bursts of exercise can have such a huge impact on our bodies.
It really is. O'Neill actually shares this anecdote about her son, Peter, who was in this really serious accident. Yeah. And because he had this consistent exercise routine, his resting heart rate was so low, and that actually ended up saving his life.
That's powerful. It really highlights how exercise strengthens our heart.
It does.
But speaking of effective exercise, O'Neill also talks about something called rebounding.
Yes.
Can you explain what that is?
So rebounding is basically jumping on a mini trampoline.
Okay.
And according to O'Neill, it's actually one of the most effective forms of exercise out there.
Really? More effective than, like, running or lifting weights?
She believes so.
What makes it so special?
Well, think about it. When you're rebounding, your body is constantly working against these three forces. Gravity, acceleration, and deceleration.
So it's not just jumping up and down.
Right. There's a lot more going on.
There's a lot more at play.
Yeah. And as Einstein pointed out, these forces actually have an impact on every single cell in your body.
That's mind-blowing.
It is.
So is it these forces, then, that make rebounding so beneficial?
They play a big part.
Okay.
But there's another key factor.
Okay, what's that?
The lymphatic system.
Oh, the lymphatic system.
Rebounding is unique because it really activates this system.
So the lymphatic system, I know it's important, but remind me what it does.
So the lymphatic system, it's like your body's internal cleaning crew. It gets rid of waste and toxins from your tissues.
It keeps everything running smoothly.
Exactly.
So how does rebounding help with that?
Well, rebounding is so effective.
Yeah?
Because that up and down motion, it opens and closes those tiny valves in your lymphatic vessels. It's basically like giving your system a good flush.
Wow. So a few minutes of bouncing can help cleanse my entire system.
For the whole day.
That's remarkable.
It is. And the benefits don't stop there.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
O'Neill even says that rebounding can improve your eyesight.
Improve eyesight. I have to hear more about that.
So she recommends doing these eye-focusing exercises while you're rebounding. So you're shifting your focus between objects at different distances. It's like giving your eye muscles a workout.
That's incredible. Yeah. So rebounding is like strength training for your eyes.
In a way, yeah. It's pretty cool. That's so cool. So we've got HIIT, which seems like an amazing way to boost our metabolism and burn calories. And now we've got rebounding for detoxification, bone health, and even eyesight. What other fitness wisdom does O'Neill share in this video?
Well, she touches on this concept of toe striking versus heel striking when you're running.
Right.
And she got this from a book called Born to Run.
Oh, yeah. By Christopher McDougall?
Yes, that's the one.
You recommended that book to me.
Did I?
You did. About barefoot running.
Oh, that's right.
I've been meaning to check it out.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So McDougall's research basically shows that toe striking is the natural way we run when we're barefoot. And it's actually a lot more efficient and less impactful on our joints.
So our modern running shoes could be messing with our natural gait.
Potentially, yeah.
Wow.
Heel striking.
Which is what a lot of cushion shoes encourage.
Right.
It can actually cause a lot of problems in your legs and your back.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I never really thought about how our foot strike could impact our whole body.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
This deep dive is really making me rethink my approach to exercise.
That's great. It's all about, understanding how our bodies are designed to move.
Right.
And finding ways to support that natural movement.
I love that.
Yeah.
We've learned so much from O'Neill's video already.
We have.
The science behind exercise, the power of HIIT and rebounding, and the importance of, listening to our bodies. But before we wrap up this part of the deep dive, is there anything else you want to highlight for our listeners?
You know what? There is. O'Neill makes this really interesting point about warming up. She says that just getting out of bed and moving around a bit isn't really enough to fully activate your lymphatic system.
Oh, right. She mentions rebounding helps with that.
Exactly. That up and down motion of rebounding.
Right.
It opens up those tiny gates within the lymphatic system, and it gives it a really thorough cleanse.
That's fascinating.
It is. It makes rebounding sound even more appealing, right?
It does. But even beyond that lymphatic system, boost.
Yeah.
Rebounding seems to have some unique advantages when it comes to aging.
It does. Besides the HGH release we talked about.
Right.
Remember how O'Neill said that people tend to age?
Yeah.
Because they stop jumping?
It sounds kind of funny, but it makes sense.
It does. Think about kids. They're always jumping and bouncing around.
Right.
It's how they build strength and coordination and balance.
Yeah, and then somewhere along the way as adults, we just stop doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But rebounding is a way for us to recapture that youthful energy and really stimulate our bodies in a way that most other exercises can't.
It's like bringing back a little piece of our childhood.
Exactly. And it's a good reminder that movement and playfulness are really essential for our health and well-being.
At any age.
At any age.
So if you're feeling stuck in a rut or like your body's aging faster than you'd like, maybe it's time to rediscover the joy of jumping.
I love that. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful.
This has been an awesome deep dive so far.
It has.
We've learned so much about the science behind exercise, the power of HIIT and rebounding, and the importance of listening to our bodies.
Yes.
But before we move on to our final thoughts, what are some of the key takeaways you want to leave our listeners with today?
Well, I think first and foremost, I want to just reiterate O'Neill's core message. Muscle truly knows no age.
I love that.
It's never too late to start incorporating these exercises into your routine and experiencing the amazing benefits.
So what about people who are maybe a little bit intimidated by the intensity of HIIT or rebounding?
It's so important to remember that these exercises can be adapted to any fitness level.
Right.
Start slowly, listen to your body, and gradually increase the intensity as you get stronger. There's no need to push yourself beyond your limits.
That's great advice. And what about people who say, I just don't have time to exercise?
Well, you know, O'Neill actually addresses that head on in the video.
Does she?
She does.
Okay.
Both HIIT and rebounding are super time efficient. It just takes 15 minutes a day. It's about prioritizing your health. And, you know, finding creative ways to fit exercise into your schedule.
Right.
Even if that means waking up a little bit earlier.
So it's more about mindset than anything else.
Absolutely. It's about changing your perspective. And recognizing that exercise isn't just about aesthetics.
Right.
It's really a fundamental part of your well-being.
And she also emphasizes consistency.
Yes.
It's not about, you know, doing these crazy bursts of activity.
Right.
Sporadically.
It needs to be regular. It needs to be a part of your life.
Right.
And that's where the real magic happens. When you incorporate these practices consistently, you'll feel better physically. You'll have more energy. Your mental clarity will improve. And you'll just have this greater sense of vitality.
It sounds like a recipe for a happier, healthier life.
It really is. And remember, it's not just about exercise.
Right.
It's about that holistic well-being. So proper sleep, nutrition, hydration, and stress management are all important too.
It's about finding that balance.
Yes.
And making choices that support your health and longevity.
Exactly. You know what really struck me about O'Neill's message?
What's that?
It's her belief in the body's ability to heal and adapt.
Yeah. It's inspiring.
It is. She makes it clear that no matter your age or your current fitness level, you have the power to transform your health and well-being.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That power lies within either of us.
It does.
It's about tapping into that potential.
Right.
And making choices that align with our health goals.
I love that.
Well said. Now, before we move on to our final thoughts,
I
just want to quickly recap the amazing benefits of HIIT and rebounding.
Good idea.
So for our listener, HIIT,
right,
with those short bursts of intense activity followed by recovery, boosts metabolism, burns fat, builds muscle, and improves cardiovascular health.
It's like a supercharged workout in a fraction of the time.
Exactly. And then rebounding with that unique combination of forces and lymphatic system activation strengthens muscles, improves balance, enhances detoxification, and even boosts bone density.
It's like a full-body tune-up. That's fun and accessible to people of all ages.
And both of these exercises have this incredible ability to trigger the release of human growth hormone, which we talked about. Has all these positive effects on the body.
Yes. From fat burning to increasing energy levels.
It's like turning back the clock on aging.
It really is. And it's all achievable with just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes?
It's a small investment.
Right.
With potentially huge returns.
So what does all of this mean for our listener?
It means that they have the power to take control of their health and well-being. They have access to these simple, effective tools that can really transform their lives. It's about making that choice, that commitment to prioritize their health and embark on this incredible journey.
I love that. It's empowering and inspiring and hopeful.
It is.
And it perfectly sets the stage for our final thoughts.
It does.
So we've been exploring HIIT and rebounding as these potent fitness tools. And what I found really interesting is O'Neill's idea that people age because they stop jumping.
It's simple, but it's true. Think about it. Kids are constantly jumping and bouncing and climbing. You know? It's how they explore the world and develop physically.
That's true. And somewhere along the way, we as adults just kind of trade in our hopscotch games for office chairs and commutes.
Exactly. And that's where rebounding can come in. It allows us to recapture some of that youthful energy and literally bounce back to a more vibrant state.
I can see why O'Neill's so passionate about it. We've talked about the lymphatic system. But are there any other benefits specifically for aging that we haven't touched on yet?
Oh, absolutely. Rebounding is incredible for bone density, which, as we know, declines as we age. The impact of jumping actually stimulates the cells that build bone, so it makes your bones stronger and more resilient.
So it's a good way to prevent osteoporosis and those kinds of age-related bone issues.
Exactly. And don't forget about the cognitive benefits. Rebounding increases blood flow to the brain, which helps with cognitive function, memory, even mood. It's like a mental workout as well.
It's amazing how something as simple as jumping can have such a wide range of positive effects on our bodies and minds.
That's the beauty of it. It's holistic. You know, it addresses so many aspects of well-being.
Speaking of holistic well-being, O'Neill also mentions the importance of proper sleep and nutrition hydration and managing stress alongside exercise.
Right. It's all about creating a lifestyle that supports your health and your longevity. Exercise is key, of course, but it works best when you combine it with other healthy habits.
It's about finding that synergy. So if someone's new to rebounding, where do they even begin?
O'Neill recommends starting with what she calls the health bounce. It's basically gently bouncing on the trampoline without your feet leaving the mat. That's a good way to just get used to the motion and activate that lymphatic system.
Okay, so it's a gentle introduction. What about for people who are ready to take it up a notch?
As you get comfortable, you can start incorporating more dynamic jumps, like jumping jacks, or even running in place on the trampoline.
There's a lot of room to get creative and progress. It sounds fun, too.
Exactly. Exercise shouldn't feel like a chore.
So we've got HIIT for a metabolic boost, rebounding for detox, bone health, even eyesight. What about strength training? Does O'Neill recommend specific exercises for building muscle?
She doesn't get too deep into specific strength training routines in this video, but she emphasizes doing exercises that challenge your muscles.
Like squats and push-ups and lunges.
Exactly. And remember, you can always modify exercises to suit your fitness level. You can start with modifications, and as you get stronger, increase the intensity.
It's all about progress. But I'm still curious about that book you mentioned, Born to Run. Can you remind me what O'Neill highlighted from it?
She talked about McDougall's research on toe striking versus heel striking. He found that toe striking is how we naturally run when we're barefoot, and it's actually more efficient and less impactful on your joints.
So our modern running shoes might be messing with our natural running form.
Yeah, that's the idea of heel striking, which a lot of cushioned running shoes encourage can lead to all sorts of problems in your legs and your back.
It's fascinating how something as seemingly simple as foot strike can have such a big impact on the whole body. This deep dive is making me rethink how I approach exercise.
It's all about understanding how our bodies are meant to move and supporting that natural movement.
That's a great point. We've learned so much from this video already. The science behind exercise, the power of HIIT and rebounding, and really listening to your body. But before we wrap up, what are some key takeaways you want to leave our listeners with today?
I think the biggest takeaway is O'Neill's core message. Muscle truly knows no age, you know? It's never too late to start exercising and see the amazing benefits.
I love that. And what about people who feel a little intimidated by the intensity of HIIT or rebounding?
It's important to remember that you can adapt these exercises to any fitness level. Start slow, listen to your body, and gradually increase the intensity as you build strength. There's no need to overdo it.
And what about those who say they just don't have the time to exercise?
Well, O'Neill talks about that too. Both HIIT and rebounding are super time efficient. You only need 15 minutes a day. It's really about making your health a priority and getting creative with your schedule, even if it means waking up a little bit earlier.
So it's more about mindset than anything.
Exactly. It's about shifting your perspective and understanding that exercise isn't just about how you look. It's a fundamental part of well-being.
She also emphasizes consistency.
Yeah.
It's not about those sporadic bursts of activity. It's about making exercise a regular habit.
And that's when you see the real transformation. When you make it a part of your life, you feel better physically, you have more energy, your mind is sharper, and you just feel more alive.
It sounds like a recipe for a healthier and happier life.
It really is. And remember, it's not just about exercise. O'Neill stresses the importance of taking care of yourself holistically. That means sleep, nutrition, hydration, and managing stress, too.
It's about finding that balance and making choices that support your health in the long run.
You know what really struck me about O'Neill's message? It's her belief in the body's power to heal and adapt.
It is inspiring. She makes it clear that no matter how old you are or what your fitness level is, you have the power to transform your health.
Exactly, and that power is within each of us.
Yeah.
It's about realizing that and making choices that support our health goals.
That's a great way to put it. Before we get to our final thoughts, let's quickly recap the amazing benefits of HIIT and rebounding.
Sounds good. So with HIIT, those short bursts of intense exercise followed by recovery boost your metabolism, burn fat, build muscle, and improve your heart health. It's like a super efficient way to get a great workout.
And rebounding with those forces and the lymphatic system activation strengthens your muscles, improves balance, helps with detoxification, and can even increase bone density. It's like a full-body tune-up that's fun and easy to do.
And both of them can trigger that release of human growth hormone, which has all those amazing benefits we talked about, from fat burning to higher energy levels.
It's like a fountain of youth.
It really is. And you can achieve all of that with just 15 minutes a day. It's a small investment with potentially life-changing results.
So what does this all mean for our listener?
It means that they have the power to take charge of their health. They have the tools to transform their lives. It's all about making that choice to prioritize their well-being and starting this incredible journey.
I love that. It's empowering and inspiring. And it leads us perfectly into our final thoughts for this deep dive. So after all this talk about exercise and aging, what's the one big question our listeners should be asking themselves?
Well, if exercise is this powerful, and we've seen how powerful it can be, what small change can you make today to start seeing the benefits for yourself?
That's such a good question to end on. Maybe it's trying that 5-minute rebounding session or committing to a 15-minute HIIT workout a couple of times a week.
Exactly. Just taking that first step and putting what we've learned into action.
This has been a really eye-opening deep dive. We've uncovered so much about how our bodies work and the amazing potential we have to improve our health and well-being.
I agree. And it's been great exploring these ideas with you.
Likewise. So to our listeners out there, we encourage you to embrace this journey. Celebrate your progress and remember, muscle truly knows no age.
You've got this. We're cheering you on.
And that's a wrap for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time for another fascinating exploration.